as we are set for championship NJSIAA Bomb Stores action. And we are set for a 103-pound bout. Mike Booth, a sophomore, comes in with a mark of 32-0, taking on Tom Noto, 33-0 from South River. Get things started off. Booth comes out in the green today from Camden Catholic. Just pressure on the head and neck right now by Noto.
A reminder, please, for all third,
and already headgear is off.
And 7th and 8th place winners.
And they'll reconnoiter and bring it back to the center circle.
To the area in the award stands on the floor of the convention
good look there at Tom Noto. Won by a fall in his semifinal match to get here in the finals today.
103 pounds. The award winners for third, fourth.
Both wrestlers tying up in the center, trying to get control of the ties. They break. Booth with a shot, countered, and shot now by Noto. Can't make it work. Noto with an underhook.
Rich, usually at the lower weights, these guys like to scramble a little bit more than the upper weights, but I think at this particular level, especially in the first period, we'll see some tentative action from guys like Mike Booth out here who just kind of want to get the feel of the championship round.
Yeah, you see a little cat and mouse going on before they get into the rhythm of things. But as you said, usually the lighter weights are pretty quick, and you should see a lot of explosive action today.
Right now, Noto controls the ties, and stalemate is called. They'll come back to center.
Both wrestlers still tied up head-to-head.
Scoreless first period, 54 seconds to wrestle, and they'll go off again.
They walk back to the center. I'm sure the official is talking to start taking some shots. Half attempt by Noto, followed up with a shot by Booth. Noto now with an underhook. Which have to go from there. Booth tries a little bit of a barrel roll, can't make it work for him. Another stalemate's called as both of the wrestlers will come back to the center.
They're calling Mike Booth the Criteria Kid. He won in the semis 5-5 over Ed Gutnick of JFK. And here he's in a headlock. If he can bring him down, he'll have a takedown. Booth scores the first two. He leads at 2-0. He also had a 6-6 Criteria win in the quarterfinals.
Booth riding with a half Nelson and a crab, but he has his leg caught by Noto. Noto tries to clear the hips. He does and picks up a reversal. Booth trying to come out for a reversal of his own. Noto doing a nice job of hanging on. Controls the front head and arm. No escape has been awarded yet. Period ends. And no change in control. So we'll end the period at 2-2.
So we're set for our second period, and it's a big reversal by Tom Noto to make the big comeback.
Noto will start the second period from the defensive position. Tries to get to his feet. Booth working with a one-on-one. Coming in through the crotch. Noto gets to his feet, tries to peel the hands of Booth. Booth brings him back into his lap into a crab ride. Booth again bringing Noto into his lap, trying to get a tilt from there. Noto controlling the hands as he stands. And they'll go out, and there's a stall call on Mike Booth for just riding on top.
Score remains 2-2 as we have 1:22 to wrestle here in this second period, and Noto trying to come off the bottom. Booth hasn't let him out so far. But we do have one stall call already here. We still have 1:17 to wrestle.
Booth riding, trying to crab, coming underneath with a far hook on Noto's shoulder. Trying to work tilt. Booth has the hands of Noto wrapped up. Another stall call. So 1 point will be awarded to Tom Noto. As Mike Booth, while he's riding tight, he's riding parallel. Officials want you to come out, take an angle, work for a fall. Noto will get set. Booth brings Noto back into his lap. Noto does a nice job of picking the bottom ankle of Booth. Booth able to slip the leg in, now work a cross body ride. Noto to his feet. Feels the hands and spins. He comes out neutral.
And Noto shows a little speed there as he gets that neutral and takes a 4-2 lead. As we still have 23 seconds to wrestle here in a packed house at Convention Center in Atlantic City. Not uncommon to have a crowd of about 10,000 on hand here at the NJSIAA Bob Stores Final. That's about what we have here today. They'll come back to center with just 3 seconds to go in the second period, but since the opening takedown by Booth, it has been all Tom Noto of South Rivers. He has scored 4 consecutive points, and he leads by a score of 4-2 as we head to our third period.
Mike Booth will start from the bottom position to start the third period. Finds himself in a 4-2 hole. He'll work to come off the bottom, get back into the match.
First thing he has to do is break the hold and get out and get some offense going. He has really the only takedown here, does Booth, in this 103-pound final, but so far he's on the short end as he tries to stand and get the escape. Noto won't let him out.
Noto controlling the ankle of Booth. Still right on the ankle. He's got to be careful he doesn't hit for stalling. As he has the leg in, we'll try to work a cross body ride. I think will materialize here as they go off.
Rich, it's amazing to think that neither of these wrestlers has had a loss this season, both undefeated coming into the final. And right now, only 2 points separates Mike Booth from Tom Noto for a state championship, and we still have 123 to wrestle.
Both wrestlers appear to be pretty evenly matched. Noto doing a nice job of riding Booth with a tight waist, trying to throw a bar in. Has Booth on his belly. Gotta be careful he doesn't stay parallel there. Now he comes out to the side, still has the bar in.
As long as Noto keeps changing the holds, he'll be all right. Now they're going to call potentially dangerous, and it stops the clock with just 48 seconds to wrestle. Injury time as Tom Noto will go to the bench.
All wrestlers in the 103-pound weight class.
Looks like he has a little blood coming from the nose or lip area.
4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th.
But Noto had a great season, 2-time District 20 champ, a 2-time Region 5 champ, and had a fall over Rich LaForge of Del Barton to get in here to the finals.
All wrestlers who finish 1st through 8th will go on the award stand. You must be in full.
So a little blood stopped here as Tom Noto is coming back on the mat. He has just, well, now the clock is running at 4:25. Now it's back to 48 seconds, so we are set to go for the final 48. Mike Booth has 48 seconds to get out and then work a takedown himself, and that would put him in the lead.
He's going to have to do something off the whistle, some explosion. If he sits there, he's going to get tied up again. Comes to a short sit, tries a short Granby. Can't make it work as Noto goes back to his tight waist, chops the arm. Has the arm of Booth trapped. Now he'll lace it through the crotch. And try to get a tilt from that position. Mike Booth not in a very good position with his hand tied up. Very difficult to come out from that position.
Well, Noto has shown that he can ride on top, and now there will be a stall call. But the score remains 4-2. It's just the first call against Noto, and coaching staff doesn't like it, but doesn't really matter. He's still in control with 21 seconds to go, and Noto close to a title. Trying to turn Booth here, but just didn't quite have the angle to do it.
Now throws to half Nelson. Booth tries to slide out. Now he's getting back points against him.
We got a 3 count. That'll make the score 7-2. And that's the only gave him 2. Only gave him 2 points, so it will end up 6-2 for Tom Noto, who is our first champ of the day, a junior from South River at 103 pounds.
Final result at 100.
Congratulations to Noto. We'll come back in just a moment.
Tom Noto.